My son said his best friend lives in the upside down, and I didn't believe him until I saw their basement. My son came home from his friend's house and said Mom, Noah's house is like the upside down. I laughed and asked what he meant. It feels wrong there, like the air is different. Noah says there's a monster in his house that only comes out at night. I told him he was spending too much time watching Stranger Things and that monsters weren't real. He shook his head. This one is real. Noah says it hurts him if he makes any noise. I ruffled his hair and told him he had a big imagination and that was one of my favorite things about him. He didn't bring it up again for a while after that. After a while, my son stopped wanting to go to Noah's house. When I asked him why, he said something weird is happening to Noah. He's disappearing. He can barely talk anymore and he flinches at everything like he's waiting to get hit. I asked if Noah was being bullied and my son shook his head. It's not at school, he showed me. Marks on his back and told me the monster does it when he's bad. He told me 11 had to escape from the bad place and he thinks maybe he needs to escape too. He doesn't have powers, so he's just waiting to die. I picked both boys up from school the next day and brought Noah home for dinner. He was wearing the same filthy clothes from weeks ago and I could smell him from across the room. When he sat down, he stared at his plate like it might explode. I told him he could eat and he whispered, "Is this a trap? If I eat it, do I have to pay for it later?" I said no, and he started shoveling food so fast he almost choked. I offered him seconds and he fell out of his chair onto his knees, sobbing. "Please don't make me earn it, please." I told my son to stay home and I drove Noah home myself. His mother opened the door and said, "You're late," without even looking at him. Noah froze on the porch and started shaking. "Please don't make me go back down there." I asked what he meant by that, and his mother grabbed his arm and yanked him inside so he stumbled. "He's being dramatic. Thanks for feeding him dinner." She tried to close the door, but I blocked it with my foot. "What's down there?" She snarled at me. "None of your damn business." I pushed past her into the house and found a door with a padlock hanging open on the latch. I pulled it open and the smell hit me so hard I doubled over and gagged. I covered my mouth and walked out on the concrete stairs into pitch darkness. When my eyes adjusted, I saw a stained mattress with dried blood on it and a dog bowl crusted brown sitting next to it. A bucket overflowing with waste sat in the corner with flies swarming around it. I heard breathing behind me and spun around. A little girl was curled up naked in the corner with her ribs jutting through her skin. She was covered in bruises and cigarette burns. She looked up at me with dead eyes. "Are you here to take me to the other room?" "I promise I'll be good this time. I won't scream or cry." I ran up the stairs 2 at a time and the mother grabbed my arm at the top with her fingernails digging into my skin. "You had no right to go down there." I ripped away so hard I left him behind and sprinted to my car. I locked the doors and called 911 with shaking hands, sent, held right away. There are children locked in a basement. One of them is covered in bruises and burns. The police arrived in less than 5 minutes. Noah's mother screamed, "They're hers! They're demons," as they dragged her out in handcuffs. Her husband tried to run out the back and an officer slammed him face first into the side of the house so hard I heard something crack. Noah's sister stayed with us for 3 months the night before he left for his permanent placement. My son asked if Noah was scared. Noah shook his head and said, "I used to think the whole world was the upside down. Now I know it was just that house."